Hey guys, it's Samantha and Payton from Nerd Crew. Today I have a follow-up video from our All I Want for Christmas challenge and a little bit more information about Payton and his situation. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so a little update on our dog Payton. If you guys did not get to watch our All I Want for Christmas special, our challenge video that we responded to, this is Payton. He is our 6-year-old wire-haired Dachshund. We rescued him about 5 years ago in New Orleans. He, 2 years ago, when we moved to Orlando, had a flare-up of IVDD. We did not know at the time what it was. And they told us the reason that he was having trouble walking, he was limping and having pain, was because of this degenerative disc disease in his back. He was given medicine and sent home for great rest, and that worked out great, and he was healed and he was back to his old self. Earlier this month, on December 5th, Payton went down to the point where he was unable to walk. He was not using his hind legs and was dragging himself. We took him to the vet, and they said that this was a progression of his IVDD disease and that it was in a very progressed and bad state. The vet was not optimistic about the outcome, but prescribed crate rest for 8 weeks, medicine, and laser therapy. Through our very generous friends and family and a great organization called Dollar for Dotsies, we were able to pay for 6 laser therapy treatments, which he does twice a week. And today was his 5th treatment. I hadn't really posted an update because it really seemed like the laser therapy was doing a great job. He has wagging in his tail and some movement in the paws, in his rear paws when you touch them, so I thought that we might be out of the woods. Today when I brought him in, I mentioned to the vet tech that his stomach felt a little hard and that he seemed like he was a little bloated. The tech spoke to the vet and they recommended that we do another x-ray to make sure that nothing additional had happened. Fortunately, we had enough money left in the bank account that we set up for Payton from his GoFundMe and his donations that I was able to pay for his x-rays. When the vet came back, she told me that his bladder was extremely full. They thought that he was peeing on his own and using the bathroom on his own, but he is not. It was all just spillage. And they were able to drain his bladder, but if we had waited 24 to 48 hours more, that it probably would have ruptured and he wouldn't have made it. Very fortunate to have caught it in time, but it now poses a whole new set of challenges. While it seems to be that he is regaining some function in his extremities and has some feeling back, for some reason his brain is still not sending the signal on how to use the restroom properly, which is going to be a very long uphill battle. As of right now, I am trying to get a prescription filled for him that will hopefully help to make him urinate. It's an expensive prescription. It's about $75, and I'm having a hard time finding a vet or even a human pharmacy in the area that carries the pills in stock. We were fortunate to receive a donation right after posting the news for $50, which does very much help us get to being able to pay for Payton's prescription. Moving forward, we have to go see the vet about every 48 hours or so while he's on this medication to make sure that he is draining his bladder, and if not, we will have to then explore other options. Right now, our immediate needs are to have enough to cover his prescription and follow-up visits that will happen over the next few days. And then if for whatever reason the medicine is not working, we will need to consider seeing a specialist, a neurologist, to see if there is anything that can be done as far as maybe a surgical option or something of that sort. This has been a very difficult video to make because I really hoped that we were on the mends and we kind of moved forward like we were, that this was going to be an option and we were going to pass this hurdle, but another one has been put in front of us, unfortunately. Right now, Brian and I are trying to do the best we can for Payton with what we have. It is all very expensive, and we are trying to do everything we can without having to put ourselves in a hole that we cannot get out of. If for whatever reason the prescription medication that they are putting him on does not work and we are unable to see a neurologist, Brian and I are going to have to make the very difficult decision between putting Payton down or finding a rescue that will take him. The last thing I want is to put my dog down. I would rather give him to somebody who can do right by him and do everything they can for him, if that is an option or if it's even feasible. I understand that we're right outside the holidays, and I know that a lot of people don't have a lot to give, and I understand that, but I've put a link to Payton's GoFundMe in the description below. If you do not have the ability to donate, if you could please just share his story and share this video to let people know that he's got a mom and a dad that are fighting for him and that will do whatever they can to try to make sure he gets better. We have a separate account set up for all of the GoFundMe donations. Everything that comes in for Payton is only being used for his care and supplies. We actually used a little bit of it today to purchase more wraps and pee pads because he's running low, to keep him dry and to keep from urine scald. This is not the video that I expected to make today or post for you guys. I was planning to do a collection tour because we had kind of put our collecting on hold for a little while. We've passed on a few things lately to add extra money towards Payton's fund, but this is the reality of the situation that we are in right now, and I just kind of wanted to give everybody an update on what was happening. Our good friend Caitlin over at Funko Pops and Unicorns has been a huge supporter of Payton throughout. She's actually using her live for her birthday. Her giveaway is done through sharing Payton's GoFundMe, which I can't even tell you how much it means to me that people would support us so much and would support him. We do have an upcoming live on January the 2nd. It is my 30th birthday. I will be using this as a fundraiser as well for Payton. My mother-in-law gave me a vinyl cutter for Christmas, and I plan to make some stickers and some other great things for you guys that I will give to people who donate to his cause. And hopefully I can help raise a little extra money for him for his treatment. Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate your continued support, and hopefully we'll have some great news for you soon.